All right, you guys have been waiting for this for a whole week. A lot of you have sent in questions for this man because you guys are nosy as hell. So, ladies and gentlemen, the JYJ MC host, Mr. Shane Yoon. How are you?
Hey, what's going on? People at Asian Pop Addict, people listening to this. It's a web stream, right?
Well, we recorded, but we're doing a live web stream today, yeah.
Cool.
So everybody can hear you.
Hello.
So how are you? How's everything going on after the whole JYJ chaos?
I'm good. I just had my ear surgically repaired from all the screaming, so my hearing is back to normal now.
That's good.
Yeah. Once the bleeding stopped, I felt a little bit more comfortable.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
Next time, maybe some earplugs, because those Cassies do have lungs.
Yeah, and like they all scream at like the same pitch level, so it's like it penetrates, all their screaming energy on one note, and it hits you, to the core.
Oh yeah, they're hardcore. They're hardcore and very in unison.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Well, we got a lot of questions from fans, but also we have our own little questions from us here at Asian Pop Addict. First one being is, how did you get to be a part of the whole JYJ US tour?
The whole JYJ US tour, I'm good friends with Richard Nam, and he's the head of Entitled Entertainment. Mm-hmm. And they're the ones that kind of coordinated everything that happened in the US tour for JYJ to come here. Mm-hmm. And he just gave me a call and said, hey, you want to MC for this Korean pop group? And I said, sure. And that's how it happened.
Did you know about them beforehand?
No, I did not. I have never heard of JYJ. So I did a little bit of research, and I found out that they came from Donbangsingi, which I have heard of, but I've never heard their music. Mm-hmm. But, and then I started reading and getting a little bit more familiar with the history. And I thought, okay, should be entertaining, probably have cool fans. And I did not expect to see the crazy hardcoreness at New York, Vegas, and LA, which is really surprising. But yeah, it was great.
What was your first impression in meeting them?
In meeting JYJ?
Yeah.
I first met them when we were prepping for the New York show, and, out of the corner of my eye, these three guys walk in, and they're wearing, like, black cloaks with different colored hair, and they just all kind of glided into the room, and it just felt different, the aura around them, so I knew these guys were JYJ.
You saw the holy aura around them?
Yeah, I was just speechless, and I was like, these guys are pretty skinny.
Yeah.
They're really skinny. That was one of my first impressions. These guys are really skinny.
Not normal at all.
Yeah.
There were some hiccups before even the tour got kicked off in New York, with the whole visa issue. What were your thoughts on while that whole thing was going down?
For me, I was contacted to do the gig a couple weeks before, and some things happen, I guess, but I'm pretty sure, no matter who you are, whether you're Usher or JYJ or Jay-Z, there can always be hiccups,
right.
The entertainment industry, because especially if they're coming from overseas, there's just so many things going on. People are trying to appease the fans, people are trying to appease, JYJ, the promoters, everything, So yeah, there was a little confusion here and there, but in the end, I think everything worked out, and it was a great experience.
What were kind of their thoughts when that whole issue did they have that poise where they were just calm and all right, we're gonna just go ahead and handle this and just keep on moving as we can? Yeah, I mean, and there was never any moment for them where they were like, well, let's just cancel everything, or I think they really wanted to do it for the fans, and they just worked hard, practiced hard, like everything was going to happen. So not like they were expecting to go back to Korea and just ditch all the U.S. fans. So right.
Yeah, they were prepared, professional. They're really laid back and chill.
Well, that's good to hear. You were talking about the whole the Cassies that came out, their fans. How did you think the turnouts for all their U.S. tour stops turned out?
Oh man, it was amazing. New York was the first stop, and I was just blown away by the diversity in the races and ethnicities that came out. I really thought that their fan base was just going to be a bunch of Asian people, Asian girls, actually.
Right.
And I got there, and there were people from all age groups, all races, and I was just shocked. And they're not really 100% fluent in English, so, I was expecting there to be some kind of a cultural barrier or even a language barrier, but none at all. There was, like, girls going crazy, for them, and they didn't really care. And it was just great to see all those screaming girls having yellow fever, which I think, when I was younger as Asian guys, like, you never heard of the white girls or black girls or Latina girls going for Asian guys.
Well, you've got 3 Latin girls in here right now who go for Asian guys.
Hell yeah. So I'm glad to know you guys have the yellow fever.
Yes.
Yellow fever is an epidemic. Good one.
Hopefully it doesn't go away. Well, that's good to know. When All K-Pop posted out your Twitter account and you started getting the flood of JYJ fans, like, what was your initial thought when you started getting all those fans following you?
It was really crazy because I started a Twitter account just to see what it was all about. I have a few friends on it, and I was just trying to understand it. And so I just had the account. I had like maybe 112 followers or something, just friends. And all of a sudden, after the All K-Pop thing comes out, the next morning, like, my cell phone battery is dead because I set it so you get an email every time someone follows you.
Yeah.
So I woke up to like 100 emails saying like all these crazy names like JYJ Forever. I want to have Nikki's Babies 143.
Right.
So like JJ Angel #1, and I was like, okay, well, I think these are all like fans of JYJ.
No, I think they're your fans. I think they're all you.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy. I didn't know what was going on, but yeah, it was fun. It was cool.
In those days since All K-Pop posted your Twitter account, I've noticed you've turned into a sort of a twit addict.
Yeah. I think definitely it feeds the ego when when you have 6,000 people, actually reading what you write. So I went a little bit nuts on it, but I'm kind of pacing myself now and not going too crazy.
Yeah, I've noticed lately. You've been getting a handle
so
at
you
that.
are a stalker, I see.
Well, I am in the entertainment field. I need
right.
I need to keep up with that,
Are you the one sending me your panties? That has to stop.
Are they red? Is it red?
Yeah, they're red.
Oh, then
red.
those are mine. I'm
That's
sorry.
Gotta stop. All right?
I'm sorry. I'm just a big fan. I'm a big fan.
At first, I thought it was underwear for me, so I was trying to wear it, and
Okay.
I was like, this is definitely not for me.
No, I'm sorry. I'll stop sending you those today.
All right, great.
I know after the whole tour ended, which has been like a month now. Is there like a JYJ question that you're just like sick and tired of being asked? You're just like, all right, enough.
More than a question, I get a lot of requests all the time. Like, I get hundreds of requests, like, can you show this to them? Like, this, like a picture or like a video, like a fan-made video.
Right.
And there was one, I think, like, all the fans from Saudi Arabia kept bombarding me on my Twitter. I think it was a picture of Chejun in, like, a turban or something with sunglasses.
Wow.
I was like, yeah. And then I go up to Chejun and be like, hey, look at this picture. Yeah.
What the hell? So
that was, I mean, if I could, I wish I could, help all those fans. I mean, because there's a lot of fans that are great artists, and I get a lot of pictures of drawings of the band members, and I wish I could show them all to them, but I'm sure they see it because those people like tweet at them at least 50 times a day.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty sure they've looked at all the photos and stuff.
I'm sorry. On behalf of the Cassies, I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fun. It's funny. It's really cool, actually, that they have such a dedicated fan base. So, it's really encouraging.
No doubt. Well, we have some listeners who submitted some questions, and some are interesting. So I'm going to ask as much as I can. This first question is something that kind of goes with our show because I know that Korean R&B singer Jay. You talked to her via Twitter.
I had dinner with her once. We have some mutual friends. I had some friends who were in a boy band long time ago. So, yeah, we just hung out one time, and then, we tweet to each other once in a while.
Well, she was on our show a few months back, and she actually hung out with some of their JYJ's former members. And this question is kind of odd, but, everybody wants to know except us. How do they smell?
How do they smell?
Yeah.
What do they smell like? Let me access my memory, because I've stored it in a safe place.
Just mind you, this is not our question.
The morning dew on a warm summer morning.
Yeah.
I love it.
That sounds about right, yeah.
With a dab of kimchi.
Oh, that's good. That's good. That's good.
With a hint of kimchi.
Kimchi.
That's good.
No, I mean, I think they smell clean. I think they were good.
Mind you.
I didn't notice any BO or anything, so yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's good. But this is the second time we've got good answers on this. So, all right, good. That's good. People wanted to know that for some reason.
Are people wishing that they smell bad?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no fucking clue what people want. I just asked the question.
It smelled like burritos.
Oh my
God, I don't know. Another listener wants to know, because they're nosy as fuck. Are there any drunk JYJ stories that you can share?
Are there any drunk JYJ stories?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know I think the fans know this too, but they're supposed to be pretty heavy drinkers. Is that a known fact?
Mickey and Jae-Joon, yes. Junsu, not so much.
Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got from the three of them when we went out a couple of times.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think they got drunk actually, because they were too in control to have any crazy stories.
Look, I know there's a bro code. You don't have to lie to us. I
know there's a bro code.
I know there's a bro code. You don't have to lie.
Yes.
Well, that's good to know. Another question from a listener. They want to know, which showcase did the boys feel they got the best response from the crowd?
I never actually got to ask them that question, so I can't really speak on their behalf. But
from your point of view,
from my point of view, personally, I think it was New York, just because it was the first stop, and I wasn't expecting anything really, so I was just kind of blown away at that. So they were all good, but I think New York, just because it was the first stop, and it's just the beginning of all the madness. So I felt like we had the warmest welcome there. And it was the coldest place too, so the fans were lining up the night before, camping out, and that was really crazy. I don't think there's anything I would camp out for 18 hours.
Yeah, not nowadays, no. Unless it's actually no, Janet Jackson I'd camp out for, but
Jackson.
Maybe back in '92, maybe not so much today, but yeah.
Yeah.
Another question from a listener. They want to know, obviously, the three members, JYJ, don't really know English that much except for Mickey, for the most part. They want to know, what is the funniest thing that either members asked you about in terms of English or American culture?
I mean, it was mainly Junsu was asking me some grammatical stuff, like how to use the word yet.
How to use the word yet? Okay.
Yes. How to properly use the word yet. And I would explain it to him, and you could see, the gears turning in his head. And he's like, oh, okay. And and then he uses an example. So, yeah, he was. It's pretty funny. It's pretty entertaining. But, yeah, I mean, other than culture, yeah, I don't think they had any questions about culture or anything.